So now let's go ahead and add a new view, which is a grid. And what this is doing, so it's duplicating the data here. But what it's going to allow us to do, we can filter here. So what we want to do is filter where everything meets the criteria where it's ready to tweet. Because what we're going to do is when tweets move into this grid 2, which we can double click and rename as ready or as tweeted. So what we're going to do is add a filter where the date check is ready. So here we have a couple there. And then what we're going to do is then add a filter where character count check is okay. So we just want to make sure that we're only adding those. And where status is ready to tweet. So that's going to remove all of them. None of them are fitting those criteria right now. So if we went here and let's say we change our scheduled date to earlier today, so what would happen is here, once we were to go past 11 p.m., this would automatically switch to ready and it would tweet. But in our case, let's just go ahead and switch this to an earlier time. Here we go, so it's ready. So now all of these are going to pass through the filter, and this is going to be now in this tweeted view. Okay, perfect. So now that this is all set up, what we're going to do is set up an automation. And if you have Zapier and you're really comfortable with Zapier, you could do this in Zapier in basically the exact same way. Once the tweet gets into this tweeted view, send the tweet. But Airtable also has a really easy way to set up automations. So all you have to do is go ahead, click on automations right here, and then you're going to create an automation. So this is kind of like Zapier built into Airtable. So what we want to do is just call this tweet, and we're going to choose a trigger, and the trigger is going to be when record enters view. So this is the view when it enters this tweeted view. So the table is tweets, the view is tweeted. So once it's entering this view, we can run a test here just to test it, and it's ran successfully. What we want to do now is add an action. So what's going to happen when it actually enters the view? So we're going to add an action. The action is going to be to post a tweet. So you can either click that or just search for Twitter and post a tweet. And go ahead and select a Twitter account. You can add a new account. I already added my account, but just go ahead and add an account and connect it to Airtable. And then in the message, what you want to do is just click on record from step 1. So it's going to pull in that data from that record. And then for us, we're just going to insert tweet. There we go, perfect. And you could also add attachments if you wanted to add like an image. You could schedule that as well and just have an image in a column in that workspace. And then just go ahead and click run test. So you click run test. Make sure that you're careful of what you're tweeting, because when you click run test, it is actually going to tweet. So you might need to go and delete it if you already clicked run test. So go ahead and do that. You would just go ahead and hit done. And then you would turn it on. And then once it's on, you can go ahead and schedule all your tweets, and they'll all automatically get moved into tweeted when it's ready. And then the automation will automatically tweet it out.